My name is Andy Arnold, and I practice law in Greenville. One of the areas that I'm most interested in is non-compete litigation. I handle a lot of non-compete litigation, and if you're interested in information related to non-competes, I've got a lot of it on my blog, beatyournoncompete.com. One particular area that I don't think I've addressed much elsewhere is the area of forum selection clauses. You can have a non-compete, and the basic components of the non-compete may say that you can't solicit customers of your former employer. It might say that you can't work competitively in a certain geographic area. And those are where most of your attention tends to focus when you're reading your non-compete. But look a little further down in that document, and what you'll probably find is a forum selection clause, particularly if you work for an employer that has an office and maybe a corporate office in another state. And what these forum selection clauses say is if you're involved in a dispute involving this non-compete, that dispute can be heard in another state. For example, I had a case that's a reported case, Stonehard versus Carolina Flooring. And in that case, there was a forum selection clause that said any dispute had to be heard in New Jersey. And so what you face with these forum selection clauses is that if your employer sues you for a violation of the non-compete, that they can sue you in another state and force you to go hire a lawyer in a remote state and defend yourself, which can really increase the time and the expense and the inconvenience of non-compete litigation. So what can you do? Well, first of all, you can talk to a lawyer and determine whether that forum selection provision is enforceable. What South Carolina law says about these forum selection provisions, that they will honor them, but they will also allow you to bring the action in South Carolina even if there's a forum selection provision. A lot of times what my clients will decide to do is to initiate their own declaratory judgment action before they get sued so that they can bring their action in South Carolina and hire the lawyer they want to represent them in the place they want to be represented. And then they will ask a South Carolina court whether or not the non-compete is enforceable. So look at your non-compete. If you've got a forum selection clause that provides for legal action in another state, you might want to consider talking to a lawyer about your options to preempt that option, because that really is a lot of folks' worst case scenario.